Hi there, today we are reviewing a book together. It's called Not a Drop to Drink, and I really enjoyed this book. So if you are interested in this review or picking it up from your library, Not a Drop to Drink was a pretty good read. It was pretty quick, and I enjoyed the characters within the book. So what initially got me to pick out this book at the library is just, you can see the cover, and the title is kind of catchy, kind of like short, but okay, you kind of get an idea of what the book is about, because, okay, you're kind of like fighting to drink or for survival. I think I've enjoyed several survival type teenage or young adult books in the past, so this one I thought would be good too if it had similar aspects. I'm thinking like the Hunger Games, and there's just a lot of young adult books that tend to have like apocalyptic type things as kind of the background for the character development and stuff. So this particular book was good. It was catchy, and I think that the development of the main character was interesting. So let me just read the inside so you get a little idea of what it's about. Lynn knows every threat to her pond. Drought, a snowless winter, coyotes, and most important, people looking for a drink. She makes sure anyone who comes near the pond leaves thirsty or doesn't leave at all. Confident in her own abilities, Lynn has no use for the world beyond the nearby fields and forest. Having a life means dedicating it to survival and the constant work of gathering wood and water. Having a pond requires the fortitude to protect it, something Mother taught her well during her quiet hours on the rooftop, rifles in hand. But wisps of smoke in the horizon mean one thing: strangers. The mysterious footprints by the pond, the nighttime threats, and the gunshots make it all too clear Lynn has exactly what they want, and they won't stop until they get it. With evocative spare language and incredible drama, danger, and romance. It's a little hard to read this part because of the tape. Debut author Mindy McGinnis depicts, let's see here, what does this say? Depicts a girl's journey in the barren world, not so different from our own. Okay, so that was the inside. I think this book got me thinking a bit too when I was reading it about the importance of water around the world and how many people don't have the access that we have to an everyday thing like water. So it got me thinking about people in rural areas that are possibly doing some of the things that the main character does in the book and other people are doing, which is just having a source of water, being able to get to it, being able to make sure the water is clean and sterile so that you can drink it and not get like bacterial diseases that can cause death and things. So just like basic stuff that people take for granted when they live in a place that has running water and they have a house that has water that's accessible at a tap. So some people don't have that, and in the world, something like a future that this takes place in, where people are fighting for water and not able to afford water if they live like in a city, or it's very, very stringent on how it's handed out, or not having water in the countryside, or people not being able to find it, and when you do find it, like people not willing to share it because it's such a valuable resource in the book where people don't have enough. So I really think that the main character is interesting. She, you know, she has a few people in her life that you get to know, and her relationship with them. There's just a slight bit of romance as the main character starts to meet a few people. She grows up kind of secluded, and then she starts to meet people a bit later in the book and interact with them, and one of them she comes a little romantically involved in. It's a very sweet type of romance, very innocent type of romance, but it's still, you know, something that keeps you really interested and helps you to get to know the characters, and kind of it's exciting to have that young, innocent type of romance with her. At the same time, as a few childish things in the book that kind of keep you kind of happy and smiling. The whole background for the book is a very serious type thing based on just surviving and dealing with you know, bad people in the world that are out there to hurt you and take things from you, or, you know, physically like use your body and things. So the world is not such a nice place for her, and she is kind of like somebody who has developed really good like survival skills from her mother. So it's definitely an interesting read. The ending, you know, I'll let you read it and see what you think about the ending. It was a bit of a surprise for me. You know, I didn't see it as like a fairy tale ending. That's for sure. But I'll let you kind of make your own thoughts on the ending, and maybe you can put a comment about it. And put a comment on, you know, if you enjoyed the book or not, if you did read it. I certainly enjoyed it. I definitely recommend it. If there's anything I would change about it, I would maybe try to have like a sequence to it, like maybe make it into a series or something. It was pretty good, and if the author could like come up with more to it, I think she left it at a good point, and you could certainly see where it would be like one book and that's the story. But I think that the author could have actually like made it into a series and maybe developed the romance more between the characters, and helped to see her as more of an adult and stuff after, because she is like pretty young throughout the book and takes place in a fairly short period of time compared to like it's not like her whole life or anything. It's just like certain few years of her life, it sounds like. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Try to pick it up from your library if you can, or there'll be a link below if you want to try to purchase it somewhere online. I would definitely recommend it. I hope you guys enjoy it if you do pick it up, and if you don't, then, you know, it's maybe not like my top book, but it's a pretty good read. So yeah, thanks for listening. I hope you have a great day, night, morning, afternoon, whatever, whenever you're watching this, and I hope to see you in another book review. Thanks.